when one country be a war with another, it is really hard and challenging for other countries.
Even if you haven't gone through those kinds of situations, you kind of feel that it may happen in real life as well.
As Ronaldo said, talent is nothing without hard working.
Economies have become so intertwined with each other that everything needs a collaborative effort towards production.
In my opinion, I think the what make a job meaningful beside money is goal. We have to have a specific goal. Most of the people do not work because of money. They have some specific uh, changes at the end, and they want at the end
They
uh,
want to have some purpose.
yeah, they have some purpose. And the next one is that they want to have a promote. Most of the people work, and in order to have promote, when they work, for example, when they work in a company, they try their best and they show themselves in order to be seen between people, and they uh, they
And they can
they
get promoted.
yeah, they can get promoted. And the last one is work life balance. When we have a balance between our work and our life, our job will be more satisfied for ourselves. Uh, when we can put time to our to personal things and to our family. We spend equal times between our work and our life. Our work will be more meaningful and satisfied for ourselves.
That's so true. So true. 100% agree with you. And it's a really hard thing to do, especially like in the Western countries when you see like it's so hard to balance it out because a lot of people are so preoccupied. You have to work like longer hours. You have to just to make the ends meet. You have to work harder and harder, and the rents are to the roof right now. The groceries prices are going up with the whole war in Iran. The prices of oil is going up, so people have to work more and more. Some people have to work two
Yeah,
jobs. A lot of couples have
yeah,
to work. Both of them have to work, and so it's like it becomes even harder to just balance that out. And even when like there are a lot of stuff coming into our lives, like technologically, a lot of equipment, a lot of facility, still it feels as if you get that facility, you use it just to get to work a little bit sooner. It's just
yeah,
it makes everything so much harder. And the work life balance that you talked about is very important, I think.
yeah. But right now, when all the countries are in far war with each other. Yeah.
Yeah.
For people, yeah, for people, right, it is really hard that their work be satisfied for themselves. They have to just earn money right now. Yeah, it is
Yeah,
vice versa.
exactly. Yeah, yeah,
It's vice
true.
versa situation.
Yeah, it's a weird situation right now. It's uh well, especially like nowadays, war is not in the benefit of anybody because wars are like wars have become so costly. And before, nobody cared
Yeah,
about anything. Nobody cared about economic situations a lot. Uh, People were in constant struggle in terms of conflicts all the time. They were like, even when there was no war, they were like planning for the next war. But because of this
yeah,
long period of peace, because of this whole development thing in the past 70 years, now countries have become super reliant on economies, and now every single war can be so costly, can be so expensive,
yeah.
can be so time consuming and energy consuming and resources consuming that it can easily take a country down if you start a war.
Yeah, the world right now is connected to each other. We for example, we bring some devices and some uh, things uh, from other country we bring to our country.
Right.
Yeah,
Yep. Yep.
and then when one country be in fight in war with another country, it is really hard and challenging for other countries because it is connected in one in a way with that country.
True. Yeah. 100%. Because economies have become so intertwined with each other that not a single product, not one product, not a single needle can be made by the resources and the workforce and the processes of a single country. Everything needs a collaborative effort towards production.
Yeah.
I had two questions. First of all, I wanted to know what your dream job is. And second one is, we talked a little bit about the work life balance. What do you think a good work life balance looks like? And what do you think a good job is by definition? Do you think it's only the financial aspect of it, the pay, the money that matters? Or is there something more to it?
mm, my dream job is to be
A
a
lawyer.
lawyer, and I want to be people voices and defend from people by the from people that they are really bad. I think the work-life balance is really important when we want that we have to be satisfied with our work, and our job be meaningful for us. When we can spend our time with our family for our personal things, we can don't waste time between that. And when we have work life balance, our job is more satisfying for ourselves and meaningful.
Exactly.
Yeah. uh, what makes a job great is that how do we enjoy by that or no. I mean, most of the people, work, spend lots of time, but when they see that when at the end they see that they I mean,
They're not very satisfied with their job. They're like, they don't like it. They just do it for the money. Maybe that's the reason.
yeah, when they are not satisfied at the end, when they see that they spend lots of time, but they didn't achieve anything by that. I mean, they just receive money, not anything else. They it is more, not satisfied for them. They maybe be happy, but not at all. They I think it is like that.
Yeah. Yeah. True. True. They a lot of times we just choose the wrong jobs, because in many stages in our lives we have different thinking, different thoughts. We think that we like something that, but we actually don't. So that's why we just get into something that we can't get out of, and then it becomes harder and harder, and people just hate their jobs. That's why. But it's so important to just
Yeah,
pick a job that you're good at. If you're good at something, I
yeah,
think then you can enjoy it, right?
yeah. Yeah, the job that we want. I mean, uh, most of the people that they work by the force of their family and parents, and most of the young people, they cannot go to own feelings and taste. They are forced by their parents and people that would, uh, yeah, it is really hard for them.
Yeah, they're forced by their families, yeah, to pick a job or to pick a major, to pick a field of
Yeah,
study and then just go ahead with it. And
yeah.
it's not the
But
right
if
course of
we
actions.
But if we choose what we want, it is more enjoyable, more satisfied for ourselves. Yeah,
Exactly. Exactly. So, yeah, being a lawyer is pretty cool. And I watch a lot of movies, and in movies, lawyers are like, they're very good.
yeah, yeah. I think as I saw one movie, being a lawyer is really, enjoyable. I think.
It looks like
Yeah,
it. What was the movie? Can you remember the name?
and I cannot remember the name.
Right. But what was the
It was
story about?
it was a Turkish. It was
Right.
really when we being a lawyer has lots of challenges and stories that are really enjoyable. In that movie, it had two main characters. The one was news journalist,
Okay.
and one was lawyer. That the
Okay.
woman, that the girl was lawyer, and that in movie it is really different with the real life, but I think it is really enjoyable and with lots of stories that is really challenging, and we will face to really uh,
A lot
strange
of,
things.
yeah, a lot of
And
challenges, a lot of situations that you have to solve. It's gonna, yeah, but there are
yeah,
similarities. Like even if it's a movie, there are a lot of similarities that it kinds of like it embodies real life. It resonates with real life situations. So even if you haven't gone through those kinds of situations, you kind of feel that it may happen in real life as well. If a movie is like well made, you can
yeah,
definitely resonate with every scene of it. I understand that.
yeah,
So
yeah,
so first of all, you said like about like if what makes a job great, you said it has to be something that you enjoy. It has to be something that you're good at. Very good answer.
yeah.
Beautiful answer.
It,
And
and another thing is that talent is nothing without hard working. When you are talented to a job or to a specific things, we have to work hard. Like as Ronaldo said, that talent is nothing without hard working. Yeah,
he's a very good athlete, right? Like he's so hardworking. He's like almost the role model of
yeah,
hardworking, Ronaldo.
yeah, yeah. I saw his when he was so young. I saw his videos that how much he worked really hard. Where was he living? Yeah, you have to work really hard in order to achieve something. It means that there is a point that said, without pain, just
No
a minute,
no
I cannot
pain, no
remember.
gain, something like
No
that?
pain, no gain. Yeah, no pain, no gain.
Right. Yeah. I
Yeah,
know he's like almost the role model of hardworking because
yeah,
anybody who's worked with him, anybody who has been in the same team with him, they're like we don't know how he does it. Like he's so early
yeah,
in all the trainings. He's so like he practices earlier than everybody else and he trains later than everybody else as well. He's in his 40s and he's like doing great. He's scoring goals. He's like better than a lot of other strikers. And the way like the level of motivation that he has, the level of positivity that he has, the level of he's such an interesting guy to just have as a role model. He's a good role model for a lot of kids to understand that
yeah,
without hard work, doesn't matter how much talent you have, if you don't put in the work, you're not gonna get it there.
yeah. He was working really hard when he was really young.
I
It
know.
was really, yeah. He worked really hard that now he is really comfortable.
Yeah,
Now
he's
he is
pretty comfortable.
a famous person.
Yeah, it's always better to just not try to be comfortable early in your life. Just try to work harder first, and then you're gonna become comfortable
Yeah,
later.
yeah,
I had a friend when we were in school, he said that interests alone cannot be enough. So we can get interested in a lot of majors. For example, somebody sees
yeah.
computers and he gets interested in computers.
That-
So he wants to study computer engineering or computer science, right? But it's not enough. Like
Yeah,
he said something like before, like back then, it was not as profound what he said. at least it didn't seem to
yeah,
me. But later on, as I went ahead in life, I found out that it was a very interesting a sentence to say. He said interest alone is not enough. You have to be good at something as well to just pick it for your life. So sometimes we
yeah,
just like something, but sometimes we're good at something else as well. So I think it matters a lot for you to just have both criteria when you're picking something for your
yeah.
life, either if it's a field of study or if it's a job. So I think you should be good at it and you should like it. If you have both, then I think you can have the consistency to live the dream as your job or field of study.
Yeah, we have to be interested, we have to be good at it, but we have to work hard as well. This is,
Exactly.
this is, yeah, this is more, more important than others.
Exactly. Exactly. True.
Yeah,
It's yeah, as you go ahead in life, sometimes, sometimes life punches you down. You don't have enough energy, you don't have enough motivation. There's not enough people around you to, give you the incentives to just go ahead. And that at that time life becomes so hard. That's when you should just have that discipline to get back to work and just get it done.
people from the first do not give attention to us. We ourselves should try our best. We shouldn't we shouldn't go ahead from people taste. If whatever we do, they again say that that's false.
Mhm.
So we have to go for our taste.
Yeah, true. True. And have you ever worked?
No, I haven't.
You've never had a job? Are you working at home? Are you being like are you keeping busy at home? Are you helping anybody? Are you doing anything?
No, I just do house.
The housework?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's pretty difficult too, sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah, it is really hard, but it is when I was studying file system.
Okay.
We had we had a session that we imitate
Mm.
imitation. It is
Mm.
called imitation. Then we have to memorize a video of a person that is really famous and he's American. Then I write that in a paper, and when I was doing my housework, I memorized that as well. Then it was really easy for me. But when I'm free and I memorize that, it doesn't go to my mind. Yeah,
Interesting.
it is like, yeah,
Interesting. So maybe you have a multitasking mind. Maybe your mind works like it has to be occupied with many tasks at the same time. And when you
yeah.
give it enough tasks, I think it operates even better, right?
I don't know about that, but I think when I'm working, I can memorize something really well. Yeah,
Well, they say women are better multitaskers than men, and
yeah, yeah.
they also say that kids these days have ADHD. Do you know what ADHD is?
No,
So it's like ADHD is like this. It's not a condition. Like it can be a condition. Yeah, it is a condition. But like a lot of people say I have ADHD, even if they don't have it as severely as it can be called a condition. But ADHD means you cannot concentrate on one thing. You're like your mind is immediately like easily distracted with any other stuff that comes your way. So a lot of kids these days, because of social media, because of a lot of
yeah.
quick dopamine based content, they've become like ADHD kind of addicts, and they have to have a lot of tasks. Maybe that's like because I have ADHD. I immediately get distracted. I'm just doing something, and the moment something else comes up, I immediately just shift my attention to it. Maybe a lot of kids are like that as well today, these days.
Maybe you're really, interesting about something. I mean, enthusiastic about other things that to know about that. You know, yeah, have lots of questions. How is that? What's that?
I am.
Yeah,
I am
yeah,
interested in a
that's
lot of stuff. and it has helped me. And it has its pros and cons, because if you're interested in a lot of stuff at the same time, you get a piece of everything. You become this all encompassing individual who knows a bunch of stuff about a bunch of stuff, but at the same time you never get become an expert in one thing, because your focus is like so distracted that you cannot become an expert in a single major or in a single area or in a single field. That's been an issue I've been struggling with all my life. I've had like very different jobs, very different jobs, all different from the other one. And if you look at my CV, you're gonna be like, who is this guy? And but at the same time, I've never had like that kind of expertise in like one area. So it has its pros and it has its cons. You If you want to become expert in one specific field, you have to be focused. If you want to become somebody who is like good at everything, then I think multitasking is your thing. But at the end of the day, as
Yeah.
you just said, it's better to just follow your interests and put the work in it.
Yeah.